the end of the line. At the end of the line.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Adam Pecora here, and welcome to a special Road Soda edition of Requiem for a Tuesday, coming to you live. Well, not live, I guess, if you're familiar with how podcasts work, but you understand the sentiment. From a dingy hotel room with cement ceilings in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm here with my pal Justice, whom you all know and love.
Howdy, everybody.
We've been on quite a road trip, and we're going to bring you along on that journey. But first, I would just like to remind everybody to rate, review, subscribe to this show. We got merch, rfat.bigcartel.com. There's music, multiplex, Wolfx, whatever you want. Go do it. All linked below in the description. And, yeah, lots of good stuff. Justice, how's it going?
I think we sound tired.
I'm exhausted. Barely slept in the past few days.
Yeah, it's been like 7-hour average.
If that. That's a pretty regular, decent amount of sleep, I feel like.
Now you're going as fast as we are.
Going 120 miles an hour.
Quite literally.
Yeah. So we did a big one.
Started day one.
We're going to start from the beginning. Now, this trip was originally planned so we could do this show on the road, kind of document the journey as a little trial run. We hit some snafus, some snags. By we, I mostly mean Justice.
Let us not
And we'll get there.
forget to consider the fact that I didn't move the same day we left for this trip.
That was also a fault of yours in the planning. You should not have done that. So anyway, moving forward. We're here to day one, okay?
It's started at what, 8 a.m.?
We started at about 8 a.m. Now, the goal of this trip was to get to Denver, Colorado by circling up through Wisconsin, around South Dakota, into Wyoming, into Colorado, and then back out through Kansas to right here in Kansas City. And we made it here, so that's good. We got one leg left. A solid, 8 to 9 hours tomorrow, and then we're home free. But anyway.
That's the
Just for context.
The plan was to circle around.
And we've done it so far.
Yeah, there's
3/4 of a circle.
There was no major snags. The snags.
No, the snags came in. This being the first episode we're doing, and we're gonna get there. We're
there was supposed to be a lot more.
Oh, there was supposed to be a whole lot more, and we'll explain why. First things first. 8 a.m. Monday morning, 3/1/21. This guy's got to move. Boom, I got to run down Belmont Avenue like a lunatic trying to get this rental car. Head straight over. Boom, we're moving boxes. I'm picking up weight. I'm going left. I'm going right. I'm going up. I'm going down. I'm getting sweaty. And boom, before you know it.
It's noon.
We're done. And we're on the road. We're live, baby.
Oh, well. We were done because we didn't actually have to move all that much.
Yeah, shout out to people that do services for money.
Since I'm doing this for nothing, shout out to people that do stuff for money.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't know what that's like. So I appreciate it when some guy's like, hey, I can do a job for you.
Hey, I can move that for $90 an hour.
Yeah, and it's worth it.
All your stuff.
Would have taken us all day. I don't have any kind of strength.
So, boom, 8 to noon.
Moving back, forth.
Wait, what was the first trip for food? What was the first destination? Nothing crazy. I think we just had road snacks we set all the way up, really.
Yeah, road snacks. And then, so first major stop, about 4 hours from Chicago, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Legendary for being the birthplace of Chicago's favorite beer and mine as well, Old Style.
Sorry, it looks like this dog is peeing on the bed.
She's not peeing on the bed.
It looked like it.
I know. We've been traveling with a dog. It's been great, except for
End of day one.
except for end of day one. We're gonna get to end of day one, but boy, did some things happen.
Yeah, it was the six pack, and then from
The world's largest 6-pack. Yeah, La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Then we ended up in Sioux Falls after that.
Yeah, pretty much a straight shot. La Crosse, cute little town. They seem to have some things going. That big brewery's there. They brew like hella stuff, like sodas and shit. Plus a lot of your favorites. What are you doing?
They got Yo Play.
Yo play like yogurt?
Wait, there's a drink. They got kefir there. They got they brew kefir there.
I don't think you brew kefir. Isn't it kefir? Yeah. You said kefir first. Don't try to fucking mock me. I took your lead on that one, champ.
Kefir.
Kefir sucks. Eat some yogurt like a man.
I'm pretty sure it's brewed. I'm pretty sure it's brewed like kombucha.
I'm 100% sure it's not.
It's like cultured.
That's
and
different.
Brewed.
Those are different things.
They're cultured and brewed.
It's not brewed.
It's brewed like kombucha.
Speaking of which, we're drinking organic Coors beer, which I didn't know existed. It tastes the same pretty much. Nice and refreshing. Sponsor me, Coors.
Shout out Coors Pure, light beer, organic barley, organic hops, and water.
Gotta love that.
It really is delicious, though.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's smooth and it's light. It's going down nice. And
these are gonna
you know what?
sewer down.
I'm liking the skinny cans. I feel like that's what everybody likes about like White Claws and shit. It's good that we're putting beer in this can.
These little tiny cans.
It's the same amount of volume and it's taller. I don't know what's tiny about it.
It's skinnier. It's got less girth.
A lot less girth.
Maybe it's just like they like them when they're a little more phallic.
I think that's how you could describe the difference between mine and your body type.
Girthy and less girthy?
Yeah.
So you are considered girthy.
Well, compared to you, sure. Compared to some others, you could call me slim. Not many others. I'm not trying to brag here.
Are you a White Claw or are you the other one? What's the fucking other one called?
What?
The other White Claw thing.
Oh, a Truly?
Yeah, are you a White Claw or are you a Truly?
Neither. I'm a beer. Get it?
Yeah.
I got the belly. You're a White Claw. You basic bitch.
End of day one. We never
Well,
backtracked.
Yeah, you're going way too fast here.
I know I'm going too fast.
So
I got to remember too, because everything happens so fast.
That's why we got to go step by step and break it down for these people.
Let me tell you one thing, okay?
Southern Minnesota is a drag.
Yeah.
You go straight across there. Let me also tell you this. You take one highway the whole way there. Everybody from Chicago, you think of 90, you think, oh, hell on earth. And then you just keep taking it.
Yeah, 100 miles west, it's not as bad as you thought.
It's pretty sick. I'll take it. So we're cruising all the way down 90, the whole way, all the way to Wyoming.
Yeah, 90 down 90 probably for 70% of it.
90 down 90 for about 90 hours. And you'll end up somewhere west. So we're cruising through southern Minnesota. It's bleak. It's nothing. There's still hella snow by the time we leave, which is weird considering all the sunshine and warmth we've been experiencing.
It's been spectacular.
Forget that snow was even a thing in my past life a week ago. Anyway, so we finally roll up to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which, as far as I can tell, has nothing but a waterfall in the middle of the town, and other than that, it's pretty much anywhere.
It was a quick landmark. We ran it out real quick. It was freezing too.
It was so cold.
It was like the coldest that it
Those
ever been.
Dakota people, I don't know how they do it. But anyway, we get there, it's nice, but there's not really anything else to do. We're there at about, 8:30?
Yeah, really early.
So, we're only 8.5 hours in. I guess that's kind of long to be driving, but way too early to go to bed. So we're like, fuck it. Let's book it. Let's try to keep this party going. And then we end up at the world's largest corn palace. Tell the people about that.
Well, it's not actually all corn.
Which was disappointing. Very disappointing.
Brick laid base. A lot of corn mascots kind of floating around on the signage, but I have to say Wall Drug sticks out more than the Corn Palace, strictly on the billboards.
But I mean, it's the world's only corn palace
It looked like a medieval times,
of corn.
just
Like in Rick and Morty when there's like the alternate universe where everybody's corn.
it's a corn evil times.
Exactly. It would be the medieval times there.
Yeah, lots of nice lights, good light, good. That's it. Just like good corn.
There's nothing like good corn.
Good corn, maybe some jokes. I don't remember. None of them stuck, but they had some corn jokes sitting around town. It's like, hey, pick me up. Check out this corn joke.
Yeah, a classic. You really nailed it with that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was
that
pretty.
was not the highlight of South Dakota.
It was pretty underwhelming. It was also overwhelming.
The stars were brilliant.
A ton of lights on this corn palace. Anyway, we drive by the corn palace. It's whatever. There's like a theater in it. Just look it up. I encourage you to look up
It is the world's only
corn palace. It's insanity. So just check that out. You won't believe it. There's like an amphitheater. It's
Just when you thought there wasn't too many things made out of corn.
Think again.
We've got a corn palace.
Corn, corn, corn.
We've got a giant walking corn.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. But somebody had to do something. So yeah, you mentioned
Shit was whack.
You mentioned Wall Drug.
Don't go to South Dakota. Just don't.
Well, I don't know. I liked Western South Dakota.
Yeah, that was when it was becoming Wyoming.
Basically, yeah.
So
So we go for like another hour past the Corn Palace. We end up in a little town called Chamberlain, South Dakota. Not a whole lot going on.
That's where the hotel was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just picked a hotel. It was like 2 hours later, 3 hours later. At this point, it's like 11:30. We're like, all right. At this point,
Time to kick it.
yeah, we don't really have a choice. We're sacrificing time either now or later. Figure rather cut it now, get more daylight.
We didn't have enough weed to make it through the night.
That's not accurate. We had enough to make it all the way to Colorado.
Oh, that's right. We did make it all the way to Colorado.
Yeah,
And then some.
absolutely.
Okay. So it's 11 o'clock.
We get there. Super 8 Motel, Chamberlain, South Dakota. Shouts out.
Shouts out for not ringing up that bill.
Yeah, because we had a frightened little pupper who was uncomfortable all day because of the move. The second we shut those lights off,
She
You just
shit
hear-
the bed.
and it's like, what the fuck's going on? And then I fall asleep for maybe 8 seconds. And there's just screaming and smells, and it's not good. Okay? Dog panic shits, chocolate sauce everywhere. All over her bed, the carpet, our dreams.
The bed frame, and all up in the bed. All up in the bed.
It was pretty terrible. So
I haven't shit since. It's awful.
Yeah, well, that's because of your poor eating habits this entire trip.
They're not called habits. They're called vacation mode.
My vacation meals.
Yeah. If you can't tell by the heavy breathing, I've had a lot of pork.
It's good pork, though. It's worth it.
Pork and beer and cigarettes.
Yeah, I'm going to go score some H. I'm on vacation. So this dog, she shits, and she's looking around like, you guys are monsters. And it's like, we're bringing you on vacation, you ungrateful little mutt. Okay? So we lock her in the bathroom overnight. She shits all over the bathroom. She's rolling around in shit. She's a mess. We clean her up. We clean it all up. Next thing you know, there's 30 towels going in the garbage because we're not going to make them clean these shit rags.
Yeah, we cleaned it up. And I didn't really
Yeah.
go back to bed. I kind of checked on her every hour and a half.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of sleep going on for me either.
It was terrible.
We collectively got maybe 7 hours.
It was like
of
having
sleep.
a newborn baby at home in 1983.
In Chamberlain, South Dakota. Especially. Not great.
Oh, how was your weekend, Jebediah? Oh, my baby shit the bed.
Yeah. So, not a great start. It was pretty rough. We get up bright and early. We start booking it. Okay? Worried the whole time. I don't trust her.
Oh, yeah.
Now, luckily, well, I guess not luckily, but unfortunately for her, fortunately for us, she's a trauma dog. So she takes fucking anxiety pills, which is...
She on that double dose now, son. That's what
yeah.
he said.
So we're like, it says take 1 to 2 a day. We're changing that to 2 a day. There's no one option. It's 2 a day.
She's
like
gotten
high
1 and a
school football.
half every 24 hours total. Or it says don't exceed more than 2 every 24 hours. I don't know
Yeah.
what it says.
Right, we don't. But we hit that max. Whatever the max is, we're hitting it. She's chilling.
We're riding it just to make sure that she's not a panicked shitter in every hotel room ringing up her bills.
So then, leaving Chamberlain is when everything kind of changes. It's when you go from the shitty flatlands of southern Minnesota and...
The Midwest.
Yeah, just basic... That entire strip. You know, it could be Nebraska, could be Kansas, could be any of those. You're going to get some boring flatland the whole way.
But when that ends. Oh, when that ends.
When it ends. Now, this happened to be right after Chamberlain. You cross the Missouri River?
Yes, it was. The Missouri River.
And all of a sudden, you were just in these hilly, rolling, great stuffs.
Yeah, because wait, when did we cross the Mississippi?
That's right after Wisconsin.
Okay, yeah, then that was
Lacrosse,
the Missouri, yeah.
Yeah.
It was right after, and it was 7 in the morning. The sun was just peeking over.
Right behind
and
us.
we saw the amber waves of grain.
Yeah. I finally understood what that song was about.
We saw the purple mountain majesties.
Above the fruited plains. I couldn't believe it.
It was fucking magnificent.
You know, it almost makes you understand why people cared about this place at one point.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
It's not sad though.
Anyway,
That was cool.
So there's a million billboards along the way too. In they're really cool, illustrated vintage billboards, but they're for this wall drug. And this whole time, what is this massive place? Because the ads are for everything. They're like, get a giraffe. Buy a hairdryer, clean your
We've got
hands.
chocolate, we've got kisses, we've got hearts, we've got cards, we've got operations. They had everything in Wall Drug.
Everything, apparently. And then we fucking eventually roll in and find out,
It's like an hour in.
oh wait, it's just a drugstore in a place called Wall.
The reason why you found that out is because we were about to run out of fucking gas, and we're like, oh my god, Wall Drug's coming up.
That's incorrect.
Oh.
That's not what happened.
I thought that Wall Drug didn't have gas.
That I don't know if that's true or not.
Yes. Is that
Well-
Wall? No gas.
No, that's not. I don't know if that's true, but that's not what happened. So.
Oh. Well, you were driving through the Badlands, though, right?
I know we haven't gotten to that point of the story yet. May I continue?
Okay, well, they're close.
Okay, well, I'll get there when it's time. This is why we're telling the story chronologically. You see? So you don't bounce around and get the facts jumbled up.
They're getting jumbled up for me. Anyway, continue.
Right. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate you allowing me to do so.
No, wait. Okay, yeah, continue.
Good one. So, we're seeing all these wall drug things, and then we finally roll up to the Badlands. Now, photos of this place don't even do it justice somehow. What?
Should I close that?
No, what's the difference? It's been open the whole time. You just wanted to interrupt.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, thanks. So pictures don't even do this place justice. It's as beautiful as a landscape as I've ever seen in my entire life. And as I mentioned, there was still snow everywhere. And I don't know, it was just beautiful. It's like another planet over there. We roll up, the lady's just staring at me through the window, and I'm like, "What? Can we go in?" And I didn't realize my window was still up. And I was looking at this lady like she was being a fucking dick to me. I'm like, why won't she help me? And she's like, how about you roll your fucking window down, asshole? And I was like, oh, well, this is embarrassing. And then we get in there. And I don't know. How would you describe it?
It looked like Mars.
Yeah, it looked like a white Mars, I would say.
It was super dope actually, and also from the entrance, I didn't even know that that's what we were going to be walking into. It's like that was when we went to the Overlook, right? It was like we pulled right up to the Overlook. It was still cold.
Yeah, there was like a thing right before you go in where you can stop, but then as soon as you cross through, there was like
Pinnacle's Overlook.
no, that was at the end.
Okay.
Wow, you really don't know what happens in your life ever. It's a miracle you've ever gotten anywhere.
Yeah, for sure. But that was at the end?
Yeah, so there's an overlook like right after you cross in. I don't know what it's called though.
Oh, well, that's why I don't remember everything in my life because it's not all fucking labeled, all right?
Well, I mean it is labeled. I just don't know what it was called. It had a name.
If you don't know and if I don't know, then who's going to know what happened and what it was called?
What happened and what its name are two different things. But you can know what something isn't called. It's called being deductive.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Process of elimination. Haven't you ever watched the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view?
No.
You're not a big WWE guy?
No.
You don't watch Hell in a Cell?
No.
You never saw The Undertaker throw Mankind off a 30-foot cage through an announcer table?
No.
Shit's legendary, bro. Well, that didn't work. I just blew smoke out the window and it came directly back in. You gotta use the Fluby.
Yeah, use the Fluby. What are you doing? Well, don't hand it to me. Anyway, so
It's hard to make a Fluby
we're
with
still
Keurig cups.
before Pinnacle's Overlook, from what I gather.
Yeah, so anyway, basically, you can just drive through the park. You can stay as long as you want. There's lunatics camping out there in this desert foreign planet with wild animal going around. I don't know why you're like, yeah, let me sleep there. So we just drive through. We're trying to make good time, but everything's just so sick. We couldn't help it. Anyway, you drive through all that. We see all the things. Start booking it again. Then nothing happens till Rapid City. Now, Rapid City, I did not expect. Because the dog's trying to interrupt. You want to be on the show, Zoe?
You good, dude?
She does not want to be on the show based on her signal. No. Okay. So, Rapid City, not a whole lot going on. We just kind of stopped at the store there. I realized that I didn't bring underwear. Pretty big oversight. So, finally stopped and got some of those.
So we're at a Walmart in Rapid City now.
Yep. You remember being there?
Very vaguely. It's not.
Not ringing a bell, really?
Not really. Well, what time of the day did we go? Were we in Rapid City?
Well, so we got to the Badlands by 8:30 a.m.
Yeah.
We probably left by 9:30, 10. So I don't know, it was noon or something by the time we ended up in Rapid City. Now, we wanted to get to Wyoming because we rented this crazy cabin owned by the government. It's on the regular recreation thing where you can rent campsites and stuff. And it's just this really old cabin built in the 40s. It's made out of logs. It has a little bit of electricity, some slight amenities, but it's a piece of time. It's definitely not glamping by any means.
Wood burning oven, man.
Wood burning oven. So we're trying to get there and maximize our time there. But the Badlands take a while, and then we're in South Dakota. We're like, all right, should we go to Mount Rushmore, which I keep hearing is a jip. I hear it's a ripoff. You know, it's smaller than you think. It's a big disappointment. I believe it because, they're going to try to get you to go to South Dakota. Nobody's going to be like, fuck yeah, I'm so eager to see this. No, you got to hype it up. You know what I mean? You got to get the people to want to come.
Especially if it's in the middle of fucking nowhere like South Dakota.
Right.
I'm just thinking, like, maybe it's not a good idea that we go. Maybe we could see some other cool shit.
Yeah, because I'm also thinking we get there, it's disappointing, we waste time, possibly money, who knows, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm a little sad we missed Crazy Horse, but we just booked through these side mountain roads. There's weirdly a road made out of fucking clay for like 6 miles that's covered in ice and snow. It doesn't go well. Now, Justice is fucking sleeping. He misses the whole thing.
Yeah, it was early.
It was stressful is what it was. I was white knuckling that bad boy. Up and down mountains, left and right. It's terrifying. Going 60 down a steep decline. You got what it takes?
So this is so we're still on Tuesday afternoon is what I'm gathering. Is that right?
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
We've been doing a lot.
Yeah, that's moving real quick. Real quick.
So, whatever. We skipped the South Dakota bullshit. Probably never be back. Whatever. Badlands was better. Boom. We book it to Wyoming. Not a whole lot of eventful stuff. Just crazy scenery. You know, first time I've ever seen oil drilling happening.
A lot of oils.
Yeah. Good.
A lot of oil wells or whatever
know.
that is called. What is that thing called? That mechanism? That's like an extractor or something?
To drill.
It looks like aliens made it. I'm just saying is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, they're pumping resources out of the planet.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see. So active, like all across the West.
Everywhere. Yeah. And lots of beefers. Just big beefy boys getting ready to be meat.
Cows? Yeah, there's a lot of cows.
A lot of cows.
No buffalo. You didn't
Didn't
see a single buffalo.
I didn't see one buffalo the entire time. It's pretty sad.
You think you'd see some fucking buffalo out here.
Honestly. In that country, in bison land, I mean, come on.
It's all these
Little
mascots.
disappointing.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I wasn't expecting one. I will say. I know that you were expecting one. I wasn't.
I don't see how in Wyoming there wouldn't be one buffalo that we would drive by.
I don't think that they like the highways.
Yeah, but there's farms.
Yeah, but I'm sure that they keep that shit private, dude. They're like, if you've got 10 buffalo, you're like hiding that shit. You keep that away from the
Keep
main,
the
the main
buffalo
drags.
keep them locked up.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Everybody's clamoring for them.
Aren't they expensive, dude?
I don't know. I mean, I doubt it's cheap to buy a bison.
How big is a bison?
Big.
Like big.
Big, yeah.
Like 2 cows size, I feel like.
In height, probably.
Like they're tall.
No, that's too tall. But yeah, they're tall.
I say like 8 feet tall. At
No,
least.
no. I think that they're like eye to eye with people.
Well, what people? What's it like? So like 5'7"? You think they're like a 5'7", 5'9" kind
Sure,
of guy?
yeah, yeah. 6 feet maybe max. I don't know.
No.
But then they have like big backs.
I'm including the back and the height.
Oh, then they might be 8 feet tall.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know
I
about
don't actually know what they
at
look
least.
like now that we're talking about it.
I mean, you've never even like seen a picture of a buffalo.
I think I've seen one at they used to have them in Elgin.
They used to have buffalo in
It
Elgin.
was at a zoo, yeah. Yeah.
And that was probably very illegal. That sounds like a really shady operation.
It was called Lions Park.
Yeah.
Lions Park.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
probably part of the Tiger King network.
You're probably right.
That animal ring. That racket that they're running down there.
They were probably on tour to Florida every couple of seasons. Those Buffalo. They were
Yeah.
always gone for extended periods of time. Like, where are they?
Yeah, I
And
don't
they
know.
come back.
We couldn't find them. So we're driving through.
So it's like, where are they? I never see them. They're there. They're out there.
They're out there somewhere. We just couldn't find them. I don't know. I don't know.
So anyway, Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just cruising through cool, curvy roads, getting around. We end up at this fucking little town, Buffalo, Wyoming. What a beautiful, charming little place.
Yeah. Charming.
Classic old western town. Got your saloon and your spittoons and your spurs.
There were some nice stair sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then once we roll into Buffalo, we just head 20 miles into the mountains for this cabin. Now this cabin is supposed to have a nice little path. You can drive directly up to it. And then you get your own little driveway, nice little amount of land. Only $40 a night. What a steal. You know what I mean? Nothing like American campsites run by our wonderful National Park Service.
Sure was whack.
Yeah, because it was covered in snow, and we had to climb, a 40-foot hill?
I don't know how big it was. It was a quarter of a mile away.
It was a quarter of a mile away up a hill,
Yeah. It was like a walk, and it was
and there was
a pretty big incline.
like 18 inches of snow.
Yeah, it was up to my knees.
So it was pretty hard, and we had to carry large containers of equipment because we had planned to record an episode in this cabin. I was very excited about this opportunity. It was one of the reasons we booked the cabin to begin with. And not only do we carry literally all of our shit to this cabin, we then unpack and completely set up the mobile studio setup, only to find that you forgot to bring a microphone cable. Now, how many things did I ask you to bring with on this trip?
Headphones, a microphone cord, and one more microphone cord.
And you brought how many of those things?
All of them except for one.
Is one of them 2 microphone cords?
Yeah.
Yeah. AKA, we did not have enough microphone cords for the 2 that we needed. And thus, we're recording in Kansas City, Missouri. For the
Yeah!
first time. Love it here. Great place. But this should be episode 2 on the road. Possibly even 3.
And roll the intro. Seriously, that's only Tuesday night. That was wretched.
Yeah, well, the night got pretty dicey, too.
Yeah, yeah. The reason why I was like, I probably have it in the car, and we're both like, well, we're not going to check right now.
We literally had to race the sun
Then I guess
just
we're going.
just to load everything into the cabin. Like, it was rapidly falling, and we had to go back and forth. And the second trip, it's like, we better hurry up and make it over the hill before the sun goes down and we get killed by a moose or a bear. Or God
Only
knows
to
what.
find that we left applesauce out.
Yeah, the next
and they
morning.
didn't touch any of it.
The next morning, we literally left a trail. Like every 20 feet, there was a little cup of applesauce. It was like we were straight up asking for it, and they didn't come. So thank God. Shout out to Bears for not showing up.
The Bears.
But other than that, I mean, the cabin was fun.
Yeah, that was really dope.
Wood burning stove, heating up the place, chopping wood like a man.
At 5 in the morning.
I'm a lumberjack.
Crushed it.
I was chopping those logs.
You filled it back up. No problem.
I filled it up. I filled up that little box of wood. Gross. What opportunity we would have had to record an episode in there. Anyway, regardless, We
That
spent.
was fucked up.
Yeah, I was furious, and there was nothing we could do. It would have been so good. Anyway, back-breaking labor carrying all that shit over the hill twice. Because we had to just bring it back. So that was fun. But then the night fell, and once we realized we couldn't record, and we realized that everything around us was dead silent and pitch black, we pretty much curled up in a ball in the corner and tried to force ourselves to sleep to avoid reality.
It worked.
Barely. I didn't sleep very much. I was petrified. I'm not really the remote cabin in the woods type. We had no tools and possessed none of the skills.
To stay awake past desperate hours.
To survive any encounter with any animal of any kind. We didn't stand a chance. Saw more stars than I ever saw in my entire life, to the point where that was frightening. There's way too many.
It was so bright.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It was a lot. It was a lot to take in. I'm used to light pollution. I'm comfortable with it. You know, the sky's a nice, dull gray. That's how it should be.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Other than, again, just the crushing pain.
And darkness.
And darkness. Yeah. Just absolute oblivion. You couldn't see 3 inches in front of you.
It was claustrophobic.
It was pure darkness.
It was very claustrophobic.
And we were just in this little glowing box with smoke coming out of the top and light shining through the windows saying, "Come get me. I'm here. I want you to come after me."
And the dog was like, "Let's go outside. Let's go outside. Let's go outside."
This dog goes from shit in the bed and crying through the night to leading us through the snowy mountains like a nobleman. She flipped the biggest 180. So shout out to the cabin,
Yeah, it really changed her as a dog.
Yeah, I think some 40s hero dog may have stayed there in the past.
Now it has possessed Zoe.
Yeah, like some veteran dog.
Yeah.
He was in World War II.
His ghost was like, "Oh, she seems like an agile dog.
Yeah.
I'll take that body."
Yeah, do him like this. And she started.
She
being
does
our
flips
little
now.
guide.
It's crazy. She just started flipping.
Yeah, anytime you open a beer, she does a backflip. Never drank so much in my life.
Absolutely. You forget, how funny a dog is on a vacation till you bring
Yeah.
them.
Until they shit in the bed, and then, and then there's no games anymore.
You're like, "Oh, if you do this in the next place, dude, I'm leaving you in the car overnight."
And then she'll shit in the car.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. You just got to leave him in a cage in the street.
What are you doing? I'm staying here.
And then, so we did survive the night. Somehow, miraculously, nothing came banging through the woods. I did check the guest log, and somebody wrote this super long letter about how they were terrified and like something was circling the house and they were too afraid to check.
They had to get out now.
Well, no, it said, like, if you're reading this, get out now. Because this is what's happening to me as I write this. And it's like, I am curled up in a ball next to the stove, petrified. It was hilarious.
I think it's terrifying.
Well, because here's the thing. We were just as soft and just as scared. I didn't need to fucking write it down and cry about it.
So did you write your name and date and be like, "Had a great time"?
No, I wrote, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You got to be subtle. You know what I mean? People will get it. They'll get that I lost my mind. I don't need to just tell. I don't need to be that explicit. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Rookie mistake. You can't write a screenplay like that. So then what? We had to fucking
Carry it all back.
carry it all back, drive back down the icy mountain, and then book it due south for Denver.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah.
And that was pretty much it. It was just like a nice scenic time again. Just scenic the whole way. Once you break Chamberlain, South Dakota,
It's glorious.
you take 90, you're going to have a great time making it the whole way. And then whatever we took south the whole way. We've only taken like 3 roads this whole time. It was like 90 to like 75 or something to like whatever we took
To
here.
25.
Yeah.
70.
Yeah, some shit. Bunch of numbers. We took numbers to numbers, but there was only 3 of them.
It was 36 to 25 to 70. You know, we accidentally went west just 90 miles. So we turned around and went 70 east. So those are the roads.
We didn't go 90 miles in the wrong direction. That's misleading and idiotic. I wouldn't even want people to think that as a joke.
Oh.
I'm an efficient traveler. I need to keep my reputation as such.
You drove for the mornings, I drove for the evenings. You know, you took naps. Sometimes I went the wrong way.
Almost every time. Almost every time. The app gives you directions, and you can't follow them. It's remarkable. That's it? Nothing to say? You just can't come up with anything here either?
No.
You're not the only one who shits that bad in your house?
I'm just glad that she's calmed down now.
Yeah. Well,
It's been a great time.
yeah, she's been a lot of fun ever since we had one rough go, and now we're all good.
She's like, "Oh, they're not going anywhere."
Yeah, she's like, oh, wait, I thought you guys drove me to South Dakota to abandon me in this shitty hotel. It's like, okay. I get that you're a dog, but still, your logic is terrible.
Something. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, Wednesday afternoon, you know, we've been moving.
Yeah, we finally roll in to Denver, Colorado. About what time? What time did we get there? Like 5?
How far of a drive was that? Was it really that far? Is it a 9-hour drive?
Oh, no, it was like a 5-hour drive. What time did we leave by? Like 9 a.m.? We had breakfast at that little place in Buffalo, and then we hit it.
Yeah, what was the name of that place? Cozy
No,
Inn?
I don't know. It was not called Cozy Inn. It was like the Busy Bee.
Yeah, Busy Bee.
Yeah. Great little establishment. Fine service.
Yeah, I think we left there at like 9 something.
Okay, so then we got into Denver at like 2:30 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Straight to the weed store. We stayed at this weird studio apartment hotel thing that had like a mini kitchen and like a mini office space. Pretty chill.
Very chill.
It was right by all the crackheads parking lot. Like the crackheads have their own parking lot. And it's right there on 14th Street. And
Alati? I don't even
Yeah.
know what the name of the
yeah,
street was.
Arati and 14th Street. Shout out to all the homeless crackheads. And then there's like a battered crackhead women's shelter or something right across the street. Like the men go in the parking lot and smoke cigarettes and collect trash. And then the women go in like the battered shelter that's right next to the post office. And then across from the post office, there's a prison. And then across from the prison, there's a mint where they make our money, I guess. So it's a really diverse block. And then there's our hotel and a couple dispensaries. And we're down the street from the art museum, which is nice. But so that's downtown Denver on wherever we were. But it was fun. You know, those guys, relentless. All hours of the night. Just wheeling shopping carts up and down.
Our parking lot. We're right next to it. They're just wheeling carts.
Yeah. So, I mean, it explained why the room we got was as nice as it was for as little money. But, you know,
It was in
everybody's...
a funky neighborhood, you know.
yeah, it was just a weird little spot.
It was the element.
It was a weird little city. Never been there before. I'd been to Boulder when our friend Juan lived there, but briefly and a long time ago. And I got to say, terrible city to get around. Absolutely horrific. If you need to get anywhere, let's say it's 6 miles, you better have an hour and a half to make that round trip, because you are going to get caught in the worst jams, and these people will have zero urgency to go anywhere. They're in this jam. They're fucking swerving left and right through the lanes, but then when somebody needs to make a turn, it's like they wait for the light to turn red to do it. Because, like, just in case, I don't even understand it. Regardless. Terrible. Like, they had me. You know, you roll in, everything seems nice. You're like, oh, look. There's the dispensary right next to that man shaking his teeth in a cup.
And then bail bonds.
Bail bonds. Everybody around here needs it. Well, actually, what I didn't tell you, there was a conflict outside the dispensary just this morning, right before we left.
What happened?
Well, so there was, right as I walk up, it was like 8:05 a.m. They had like just opened. And there's one girl in front of me in line. And then some man lady walks out of the dispensary. And I guess she knew they walks out the door, mutters, one of them muttered something under their breath to the other, couldn't tell who and couldn't tell what they said. But then the they is like, yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. And the other chick is like, yeah, fuck you. And then they're like about to swing for a second, but then the one chick just goes in the dispensary and the other one just walks past me. It's like, excuse me? Really gently. So I don't know what that was about, but some neighborhood beef was going on at 8 a.m. at the weed store.
Probably like last night's drama, right?
I hope so. It seemed like it was juicy.
It probably was recent, you know. Everybody's allowed to go back into these streets.
Seemed like some Springer stuff. Yeah.
Some Springer stuff.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of conflicts once these vaccines start rolling out.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna realize they hate each other again.
They are rolling out. Yeah, it's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, cases are gonna go down, feuds are gonna go right back up.
Yeah, we're gonna be beating each other for parking spots again.
Can't wait. Can't wait for somebody to spill their drink on me.
You know, there is somebody in my neighborhood, my old neighborhood now, that used to call dibs up until about a week ago. He would put his little chairs out. And I think it's really just because he wants to cause a conflict. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, he just wants somebody to say, hey, quit being a dick.
Yeah, I think that he would, like, slash someone's tires.
In retaliation.
Yeah, it would be really bogus.
I mean, I gotta be honest, I think that the dibs thing is kind of bullshit, even in the harshest scenarios. It's like, yeah, good for you, you shoveled. That doesn't mean you deserve to keep your spot. That's not how parking works. There are no reserved spots. If you don't, like, you know what I mean? You want to keep that spot? Too bad. You think you deserve to keep it if you shovel it, then just don't shovel it. And then you don't feel that sense. But, like, who are you to just take parking spots? What, because there was snow? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't think that it's a good idea either. But
it's just, like, it defeats the whole system, because then things like this happen and people milk it just because they can.
For months, man.
Yeah. It could snow 3 times, 8 inches, and then they're calling dibs until it's 100% melted. It's just nonsense.
So anyway, where were we on the trip, you know? I lost track.
Oh, I don't know. All I did was talk about the arrival into Denver.
Yeah, the rest has been a wild blur because we've just been enjoying the Denver air.
Yeah, the Denver air, if that's how you want to put it. Wink. Get it?
Yeah.
The devil's grass. A lot of weed, I gotta say.
Yeah. I mean, we hit up Boulder for a little bit.
Boulder was cool. Well,
Yeah.
see, I'm kind of doing this as a teaser. We're getting towards the end here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wind it down. We're gonna have to pick up from here. You know, see, because now it's the juicy part. It's a cliffhanger. You ever watch TV?
Yeah.
It's good stuff, huh?
Yeah. I guess talking all about Colorado could be its own spiel.
Oh, absolutely. We did a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do.
Oh, and the Buckhorn Exchange.
Ooh, can't wait.
Oh my goodness.
Can't wait.
Oh, all the food though.
That's the thing. We haven't talked about food really at all. We barely ate up until this point of the story. You know?
Yeah, that's
We
true.
ate some steaks in the cabin. We didn't, nothing noteworthy thus far.
Yeah.
Had some good stuff, but
The disaster had occurred and it seemed like smooth sailing.
So
For
we thought.
sure.
Yeah, we had about 9 tragic things that ended up being not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So it's still going a little too smooth as of right now. So if you're listening, something bad may have happened after we recorded this.
Help us.
Yeah, we might be stranded somewhere.
We're inside of Joe's barbecue.
Yeah, we tried to break in and we got locked in the freezer.
You have got to come right now with a large U-Haul.
We're taking all the beef.
It's all cooking right now, probably overnight, so we can steal all of them.
Fucking love Joe's.
Right
I'm
now.
gonna eat those ribs as soon as we finish recording.
Yeah, we gotta hit these KC streets. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta love Kansas City. It's great to be here. It's great to be back.
We just fast forwarded to right now, where living is easy with these organic Coors.
Yeah, these organic Coors, honestly. Yeah, you like that shit?
What a zing! The Coors Pure.
Coors Pure.
Coors Pure.
Coors Pure.
Coors Pure.
It says no sugar on it, as if like beer ever would. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some beer has sugar.
No, I mean, not like this. No, just like light lager has sugar in it.
I bet you people have bought it just because it had said no sugar. Somebody has been
I
like,
doubt
"Oh my
it.
gosh, no sugar! I'll take
I
it."
think the only selling point is that it's organic, and even that like really isn't that much of a selling point. I was just like, you know what? Let's give it a try.
It's really light.
Yeah, only 92 calories.
Wow, that's awesome. I've had 2. So
We
I've
tried to
had-
go to the Coors Brewery, shut down because of COVID for the public.
Yeah, that is a bummer.
We'll get there.
Are we gonna roll into the second episode? Like right now.
And then it begins. No, we still have we're going to do a few more minutes here, wrap it up, take a little breather, party on.
Yeah.
Now, coming up, other than Road Sodas Part 2, pretty soon, I'm going to do a little teaser here because I'm working on something. I got a lot of research waiting for me in Chicago for when we get back. I gave myself some assignments. And I got 6 Michael Mann movies to watch. And I'm going to have a nice big Michael Mann episode coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Very excited. Especially for the Miami Vice portion of the episode. Been thinking about it this whole time. Basically, I've been trying to experience this vacation as Sonny Crockett portrayed by Colin Farrell, not the Don Johnson version. And I think that's why it's going so well.
What are the other Michael Mann movies?
Well, like all of them.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted. Let's see if I can do it off the top of my head. Okay. The first one is Thief. Then it's The Keep. Then, see, I'm already lost. Then I think it goes right into Manhunter. Last of the Mohicans. See, I feel like there's some gaps in here. Heat. What was right after Heat? The
1995.
Insider. No, Heat was in 95. The Insider. Public Enemies was good. Oh, fucking with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. Collateral. Come on. You ever see Collateral?
No.
You haven't.
No.
So Tom Cruise is a hitman who gets in Jamie Foxx's cab and makes him drive around L.A. so he can murder people.
That sounds fun.
It's amazing. Riveting stuff.
Is it like all happening in like one night?
Oh, absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
It's a really good movie. Michael Mann is the man. Chicago guy, born and bred.
Into it.
Yeah. How could you not be? Public Enemies, the
That's
John
Leo,
Dillinger
right?
story. No, Johnny Depp.
Public Enemies.
Yeah. I saw it in theaters. Saw Collateral in theaters too, actually, even though I was 11. I think my parents were just like, we gotta fucking see this movie. Rightfully so.
I haven't seen Heat either.
Oh, he also did Ali.
I don't know what that is. That's about the boxer.
Yeah. Will Smith.
Will Smith is Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Is it good?
I haven't seen all of it. That's one of the ones I need to watch.
Oh.
Again. Yeah. There's an opening sequence, though. It's amazing. It's like a montage of like Sam Cooke song. It's great. You got to watch it. You'll see.
Well,
He's great with his cinematography and his composition and his lighting, and then he's also great with his music. Really just everything. Just a top-notch guy. He's really doing all the things that I want people to be doing. So, there's going to be a lot of praise in the Michael Mann episode.
word.
Yeah, you got to watch. You definitely need to watch Miami Vice, like I'm telling you.
I tried the other night. You know.
Yeah, we tried to get it going in the hotel room. Suffice to say,
I fell asleep.
yeah, the lights were on when we woke up. The TV was blaring some nonsense. I made it maybe 30 minutes into the movie and I was knocked out. It's hard. You got to give it like a nice 2 p.m. viewing. You got to take like an Adderall, turn all the lights off in your house. Maybe strip down to your underwear, put some jelly. Get yourself weird, you know? Get into a zone.
Slip and slide.
Yeah, act like you're in Miami. I don't know what they do
Twister,
down there.
Yeah. Mardi Gras beads.
Exactly.
Yeah,
What would you
have
do for
fun with
Mardi
it.
Gras beads?
What would I do for Mardi Gras beads?
Yeah.
I take my top off.
You think that would be enough for you?
Yeah.
You don't got anything going on up there.
Well, it doesn't matter.
You're a flat-chested little bird.
So
You're-
there are plenty of flat-chested little birds.
If you
too.
were a Sesame Street character, you'd be Big Bird.
Well, if Big Bird, what would Big Bird do for Mardi Gras beads?
That's a children's character. How dare you?
Well, somebody
That's
asked. him,
disgusting.
Is Big Bird a boy or a girl?
I think that they answered that. I don't know. I think Big Bird might be gay.
I don't think it matters.
Big Bird's asexual. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't know. People make this shit matter. You know what the guy who invented Big Bird would say? I don't fucking know, man. He's a bird. What's the difference? Who fucking cares? It's terrible. Leave Big Bird alone. Hashtag free Big Bird. I'm pretty sure there was a Big Bird controversy recently. We probably sound stupid right now.
I don't think so.
Uh,
I'm not gonna get into Sesame Street characters.
You're the one who stepped down the lane.
I stepped on it because you called me a bird.
Fair enough.
You know,
You're a little bird-like.
well,
You're kind of like an ostrich.
that's better. I can't really challenge that into a show.
Well, Big Bird's not a real bird, so if I had to pick a real bird, I'd pick an ostrich.
Well,
Ostrich are scary as fuck.
yeah, they're pretty dope.
Imagine an ostrich just like sprinting at you.
I could imagine they run really fast.
Yeah. Like 30 miles an hour or some shit. Something like something you would not expect. Yeah.
Miami Vice.
Yes. And that's a good note to end on right there. Miami Vice coming soon, as well as Road Sodas Part 2. This has been Requiem for a Tuesday. Please rate, review, subscribe.
Tuesday.
Yeah. And check out Microwave Minutes. Not that it's ever going to come back again.
Coming back.
And yeah, check out the merch. Do all that stuff. We'll talk to you next week for the riveting conclusion of the Road Soda saga. Here with Justice the Chef. This is Adam Pecora. Reminding you that I are fat, you are fat, we are fat. Calculator.
Road sodas.